slip.
I don't know, guys. That should have been a knockdown, man.
I don't know, guys. That should have been a knockdown, man.
A punch landing on top of the head, the glove touched the canvas.
Basic math. Basic math.
Basic math.
Majority decision. Still. They gave it to Zepeda. Tevin Farmer can't believe it.
Seriously, because I can't keep going to camp and doing all this shit and then not getting the decision and getting robbed. So
can't say it's a robbery. I can't say it's a robbery, bruh.
Oh, yeah. I thought Tevin Farmer won. Okay, I thought Tevin Farmer beat William Zepeda. All right, Hispanics. I am not a racist. Please believe me. Please believe me. In the morning after. Block! 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 Listen. Yeah, I thought Tevin Farmer won, okay? And in the aftermath of me thinking Tevin Farmer won, I thought he won 7-5. In the aftermath of it, you have war room members saying that I think Tevin Farmer won because of me collabing with Turkey Al Sheik.
Yeah, it's a close fight. Your boy is done. I don't know which one's my boy. I don't know what you're watching, but it's whatever your king from the Middle East told you to watch. Get some. What are you? Oh, this guy is soft. Well, you're right, and I'm wrong. And you don't have meat or whatever, vegetarian. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. So let me be wrong.
Which? That makes zero damn sense. That I must say that was the worst one I heard. All right, the fact that I would think Tevin Farmer won because Turkey Al Sheik. Listen, it was a Golden Boy fight last night on the Zone. All right, that's number one. Number two, Turkey Al Sheik would want to put on the Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson fight. So he wouldn't necessarily want Tevin Farmer to win that fight. Me thinking Tevin Farmer won would have nothing to do with Turkey Al Sheik's member or his meat or whatever. Two, you have in the aftermath, people think that I thought Tevin Farmer won based on race. I am not a racist. Please believe me. Please believe me. No. Listen. You know, that tends to happen every time someone disagrees. Okay, if you know there's a disagreement, I'm always called that. You know, when Sky Nicholson and Tierra Brown fought, and Tierra Brown, she won me the bag. Love you, girl, on my bookie. I won $2,500. I thought Sky Nicholson won the fight. I think I had it 7-3 or something. Like, I thought Sky Nicholson won the fight. But Tierra Brown was busier. And I thought Sky Nicholson won for the same reason I saw Tevin Farmer. I like the punches landed by Tevin Farmer more than the punches landed by Zepeda. And I didn't see a lot of those punches actually landing. I saw a lot of them getting caught. But either way, I saw the same type of thing. And when that happened, of course, there were people in my comments who said I'm getting paid by the Zone. That's why I think Sky Nicholson won. When actually my money was actually invested in Tierra Brown winning. So if I happen to disagree with you, people fall apart. Where with me, people thought Zepeda won, and this is what I said last night.
Listen, y'all, I'm not pushing my agenda on y'all. So it's not an argument. I thought Farmer won, but it's okay. I get why Zepeda won.
Bro, I really don't. And listen, bottom line, the fight was a fight of the year candidate. Okay, William Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer was damn amazing. And the fact that we can see two different fights and for you guys to just go in on me like that because we don't see the fight the same is very disheartening. After all the work that I've put in and all the consistency I showed in the fact that I'm for boxing more than anything. You know, you had people thinking that I thought Scott Nicholson won because she's quote unquote prettier than Tierra Brown, or because, you know, someone called me Uncle Ruckus. So because I thought Sky won in the Tierra fight, which I won the bag, so thank you, Tierra. I'm Uncle Ruckus, and then I think Tevin Farmer beat Zepeda, and now I'm racist there. Also, I got a comment of someone saying, please well, do the copy box thing or something like that, which by the numbers, like I always do. I have no problem doing that. Here's what I said last night.
Yeah, copy box going to see a lot of those punches as landed that I didn't. So I saw the copy box. By the numbers, Zepeda probably won. I'm sure Zepeda won by the numbers.
So by the numbers, Zepeda destroyed Tevin Farmer 12-0 by the numbers. But I want to make this point too. The judges had it, two of them had it very close, 114-114 as a draw, and the other one has it 115-113. So it was a majority decision win for Zepeda in Cancun. So there's a reason why the copy box has 12-0 Zepeda, but the fight was extremely close. Can we all recognize the fact that the fight was extremely close? When I do the copy box by the numbers, it's exactly what I'm saying, by the numbers. And a lot of people get moist there too. You know, people will say, well, because the copy box says that, you know, one was the victor, it doesn't mean he won, ShowBizz. I never say that. I say by the numbers he won, not that he won. By the numbers she won, not that they won. So by the numbers, it was a blowout. Zepeda destroyed Tevin Farmer. And I'm fine with Zepeda getting the victory. I literally said it wasn't a robbery last night.
I can't say it's a robbery. I think Farmer won the fight, though.
But, like I said, though by the numbers, Copybox has it 12-0, just a complete whitewash, it was a majority decision because the fight was very close. And I see it as a fight of the year candidate. I do think Tevin Farmer, I think Zepeda won the first half and Tevin Farmer won the second half. I think Zepeda kind of burnt out and Tevin Farmer was landing some highly educated, great punches, rocking Zepeda for a few times. And I think he actually dropped Zepeda.
Clubbing left hand! And oh boy, that will be ruled a slip!
I don't know, guys. That should have been a knockdown, man.
Was it a robbery? No. I don't think it was a robbery. I can actually see how Zepeda won the fight. I can. But like I told you guys last night, the win or the loss, other than the money I bet, you know, if I lose money, like, damn, right, last night I lost $50 because I bet on the underdog, Tevin Farmer, and I thought Zepeda was going to win, which he actually won. The win and the losses don't matter to me. I just like us having a great fight, okay? And we had a fantastic fight and a fantastic night. The night of fights were incredible, so let's talk about that. Michaela Mayer versus Sandy Ryan 2 was also a fight of the year candidate. And Top Rank put on a fantastic card. So the rematches with Mayer versus Ryan and Zepeda versus Farmer did not disappoint. 2 fight of the year candidates we had last night. I want to give a shout out to Tiger Johnson and what he did. Shoo. What a fantastic fighter, brother. You are damn incredible, okay? The work that you put in was just tremendous, and my man never been knocked out before or anything like that. You also have what Vargas did, right? Breaking noses, and his knockout was amazing. And the cherry on the sundae was Brian Norman Jr. defending his title and what he did to Cuevas, who, I mean, Adrian Clark, love you, boy, putting that matchup together. That was diabolical. Cuevas never been stopped. I think he only had 1 loss. Brian Norman Jr. making short work, and I'm talking about short work. Brian Norman fought in a violent way with a skill set, all right? He was looking like a prize fighter last night, thanks to the body, putting some stuff together, setting up traps. That left hook he caught Cuevas with was a trap. And I love how he was throwing the lead left hook, but then would pair it with a straight right every so often. He not only stopped Cuevas, he intimidated him. I think he took his heart. I think Cuevas did not continue because he didn't want to. I think he was physically capable of continuing, and I think the ref did the right thing, because with his heart being taken from him and how he was looking at the ref is not going to throw him back out there, because you could really seriously be hurt there. if you're starting the fight or going back into the fight, you really don't want to be in the fight. Brian Norman Jr. is a force to be reckoned with. Like I said, there were a lot of question marks because of his performances leading up to it. Though he became champion, one hell of a knockout his last fight. Still, even in that fight, he was getting hit very flush and a lot, right? So Brian Norman didn't have dominant performances leading up to it, and he fought this violently against Cuevas, and he always fights violently. You see that red hat, that Hagler war hat, fits him well. Shout out to the Normans, Brian Norman Sr., for father and son to have victories this year, and plus Brian Norman Jr. coming back from a hand injury and being gone 10 months, for you to come back and knocking out Cuevas. Brother, I mean, Cuevas came in hydrated as hell. He was humongous. He was definitely a weight class or two above. Brian Norman Jr. put in short work. Now we are all excited. I think Brian Norman Jr. has proven to be real, okay? I want to say this to end this all, to kind of round this out. What do I think about Zepeda against Shakur Stevenson after what I saw him do with Tevin Farmer last night? I think William Zepeda would be a huge problem for Shakur. Because, and I said it last night, I'm going to keep repeating this. Shakur's hands just aren't healthy. And that's the black two sugars. His hands are not healthy. I don't know what his hands can do or what he can do against William Zepeda's volume and his aggressiveness. All right? Just aggression from round 1 to 12 with fragile hands. Shakur Stevenson hurt his hands. I found out both of them got hurt against Padley. I thought it was just one. All right? Both of them got hurt against Padley. And that's after surgery. That's after being gone for a while. And that's against Padley, who wasn't in the shape. All right? It was short notice, so he wasn't a tank or, shredded wheat or just this. He wasn't a brick wall. It wasn't like Shakur was punching a brick wall and he hurt his hands. I'm only concerned about that. I mean, skill-wise and everything, Shakur's levels above Zepeda, of course. But stylistically, styles make fights, which would always be a good fight for Shakur. Either way, Zepeda's a big kid and aggressive. But with the hand issues that Shakur has, even if the ring is humongous, I think it'd be tough on Shakur. And I think Zepeda be volume punching and leaning forward on Shakur. I don't know if really, I may lean towards Zepeda, to be honest, only because of the hand issues of Shakur. If Shakur is healthy and his hands aren't hurt and whatever has to happen with the hand wraps or whatever, if his hands are healthy, he smokes Zepeda, in my opinion. A healthy Shakur smokes him. But if you have two fragile hands and you can't punch him off of you and it's hurting, right? You see Shakur shaking his hands, it's hurting. The thing is, though, Shakur did knock out Padley, and he dropped him numerous times. So how bad were his hands hurting? It's still up in the air when you're saying that your hands hurt, but then you drop a guy over it. But it was to the body, and Padley wasn't in the shape. So, I mean, I can see that too. Either way, if Shakur hands are fragile, it's very difficult for me to see Shakur keeping Zepeda off of him. But overall, I would love to know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm okay with Zepeda winning the fight. Totally fine by it. But I do think Farmer deserved the nod. I saw Farmer win, in my opinion, just with the type of punches he was landing in the second half, and he definitely took the championship rounds. But yeah, Zepeda had him so hurt at the beginning where I was just like, stop the damn fight. Everybody was begging for Tevin Farmer to take a knee. All right, and he refused to take a knee. I thought Zepeda, I thought he was going to stop him, but then he gassed. And then Farmer took the second half showing grit, and which is why I think this fight is candidate for Fight of the Year. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adult.
Too happy that we're getting one as we take a look at the tail of the tape. You see Zepeda towering over Tevin Farmer, who's now up at 135, the 10th ranked fighter, according to Ring Magazine, in this division.
Touch club now, man, you're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
When we talked to Farmer, he said Zepeda's volume doesn't mean nothing to me. You know, I'm more accurate. I'm the bigger fighter. I'm the stronger fighter, and that's the reason he's so confident that he can knock out a fighter like Zepeda.
He was also banking on rehydration. There's no rehydration clause. He did not allow that to be put in the contract. But Sergio, sometimes rehydration, 20 pounds, could cause issues.
Zepeda trying to crank up the pressure here in round one. Farmer evading it thus far.
And win a world championship, it just shows his resilience and intelligence.
Well, Farmer losing his footing there, trying to turn the corner, and now Zepeda with a big opportunity as he flurries away to the body.
Oh, great body shot by Zepeda. Both hands to the body on both sides for the liver, both sides of the ribs.
But the right is going in on cue.
Zepeda all over Farmer right now. He does not look right. After whatever happened there, Zepeda all over Farmer here in the second round. The knees are dipping.
Farmer better fight back.
He better throw something.
He better
the
clinch
ref
or
is
fight
right
back.
there. And the corner is going crazy.
Take a knee.
Mustafa.
They want him to take a knee. They want Tevin Farmer
Yes.
to take a knee.
We can hear Mustafa yelling for him to take the knee. Just
Farmer
take a
trying
break.
to survive, but pride keeping him up. Zepeda just swarming Farmer, who is remaining on his feet.
Lower than the basket.
Might have been in the bucket.
Good uppercut.
Beautiful uppercut there from Farmer.
Three uppercuts. And landed to the left. The hand that he has hurt and the elbow that he has hurt. Double uppercut with the right. But Zepeda has answers for everything, Sergio.
And look, he's not letting him clinch. Keep those arms moving, punching, let the referee do the job. And you can see that Farmer's left elbow is hurting him.
He just got ripped with a left hand, came back with one of his own.
What a war! What a war!
Farmer is in agony right now, draped over the ropes. And Zepeda now unloading. Farmer taking some shots up top.
Farmer better clinch. Farmer better clinch.
Farmer trying to swim with these shots. It's a bad look for Farmer right now. As Zepeda is unloading.
Tevin Farmer's going to get stopped if he doesn't clinch or punch back.
William Zepeda all over Farmer right now. 10 seconds to go in the round. Oh, what an uppercut from Farmer. I don't know where he's finding this.
I have no idea how he's pulling this off with the hand that he injured in the first round. He's going.
Digs to the body twice with right hooks. Back comes Farmer with a nice sharp left hand.
Oh, both of them just missed big left hands right now. See, that's what I want from Farmer. He needs to dig down to the body. If you're going to stop this relentless attack from Zepeda, you have to get the respect to the body.
He can't stand and bang maybe the way that he was telling us he wanted to. There has to be another route. And he just got caught with a nice left hand from Zepeda, but that will be called a slip. Closing in on the final minute of round 9. It was called a slip, but Zepeda turning up the pressure as if it were a knockdown. All over Farmer once more.
Yeah, I was going to say it could have been a knockdown. I don't like the way that Farmer reacted to a glancing uppercut.
And that look on his face.
Ooh, good shot there
Big
by
left
Farmer.
hand there from Farmer.
He says it's bad enough that Tevin Farmer is not going to go down. A very hard guy to fight. And then I get this guy clinching me all the time. And nobody says anything. The ref just keeps letting it happen over and over again.
Well, Zepeda doing well to resist the clinch there, and he landed some body shots that Farmer might be feeling right now.
Yeah, it was a right hand to the body. Farmer didn't react well to it.
Farmer coming out on the front foot. He probably knows he needs something big right now, and he's willing to go for it, no matter the circumstances.
And I'll tell you what, Farmer's fighting really well on the inside right now. He's picking up the head of Zepeda. And I think he finally got the respect of Zepeda, even if it's in the last round. And it's with uppercuts. You can see Zepeda backing up now. And the thing about aggressive fighters that are always on the front foot, they don't know how to fight going backwards.
Oof. Beautiful counter there from Farmer, just walking Zepeda into that left hand.
Guys like Zepeda made a career going forward, attacking, but going backwards, that's where they feel uncomfortable.
That was the lesson he learned in the first fight.
Clubbing left hand! And oh boy, that will be ruled a slip.
I don't know, guys. That should have been a knockdown, man. A punch landing on top of the head, the glove touched the canvas.
Basic math.
Hard left hand again and another one. Farmer might have Zepeda buzzed.
Yeah, Zepeda's hurt.
But he keeps coming forward.
He knows nothing else, Claudia.
You know what? He is hurt, but his legs are nice and solid right underneath him. His legs have yet to buckle.
5-punch combination there from Farmer, who's looking to produce a miracle here in the 12th round.
Fighters like Williams and Zepeda don't show that they're hurt. They just go down. Farmer should keep attacking because Zepeda's buzzed.
The question is, the 7th Farmer has the power to finish this off the way he needs to.
Back comes Zepeda with an uppercut of his own. Good exchange, nice right hook there from Zepeda. That one backs up Farmer.
You can see Tevin Farmer spent. The technique's going out the window, the boxing's gone. Now it's just strictly a fight.
This is a pure brawl. That's what it is. This is what we wanted.
Sharp left hand again there from Tevin Farmer.
My goodness.
Tevin Farmer had an out in this fight around round 5, and instead he decided to stand and fight to make this a hell of a fight.
And he didn't even take the knee. And his corner was asking him to take a knee.
This beautiful brutality, great heart shown by Tevin Farmer, and our own Zepeda, a buzzsaw.
Sometimes the sequels are even better.
Can I hear trilogy? Do I hear trilogy?
I would not complain.
Nathan Palmer anotó 115, 113. Palmer has it 115, 113. El ganador por decisión mayoritaria, your winner by majority decision, he is still